Daredevil. The man without fear. Unless it's a commitment, he might have that. He is religious, so you might call him God-fearing, but never mind. AKA Matt Murdock. Superhero by night and supervillain, attorney by day.
I'm a really good lawyer.
Jeez, when do these guys sleep? And none of that Batman BS where he meditates and only needs an hour. That sauce is weak.
Oh, shit.
Welcome back to They Call Me Uncle. Daredevil first appeared in the ingeniously titled Daredevil #1 in April 1964, with art by Bill Everett and a cover by Jack Kirby. Daredevil's origins begin with not his origins. Instead, there's a nice opening gambit where Daredevil is already kicking criminal ass on the streets of New York. And so begins a long flashback to his youth being coached by his father, the prizefighter Batlin Murdock, who would prefer the young Matt focus on education to become a doctor or a lawyer.
You don't hit nothing but books, get me? You'll be a doctor, a lawyer. Not like me.
Matt's bookworming causes the local bullies to sarcastically nickname him Daredevil.
I'll give you a free shot.
He still keeps up at the gym though, which will pay off later with the ladies. Meanwhile, Batlin Murdock, well past his prime as a boxer, signs a deal with the Fixer, which has never gone badly for a boxer before.
You dropping the fifth.
Young Matt saves a blind man from a speeding truck, but is struck by the truck himself. Since it's a comic book from the 60s, the truck was obviously carrying radioactive waste that splashes directly into Matt Murdock's face, blinding him, but also amping up his other senses and giving him a fancy new radar sense. Exactly like a bat, man.
The only superpower you have is a slightly heightened sense of smell.
Years later, Matt enrolls in college, where he meets his roommate and future sidekick, Foggy Nelson.
Foggy Nelson.
Meanwhile, Batlin Murdock, now even further past his prime, is paid by the Fixer to take a dive in the upcoming title fight. But Daddy Dearest instead pulls a Pulp Fiction and wins that fight just so Matt will be proud of him, leading to his murder on the way home at the hands of the Fixer's henchman, Slade. An adult Matt and Foggy open their own law firm and hire Karen Page as their secretary. Administrative assistant, I guess you call her now.
Do you have any prior experience hiding electrical cords up in ceiling tiles?
No, but I'll work for free.
Yeah, you're hired. Just got hired.
Matt dons a red and yellow costume of his own making. What'd you expect from a blind man? One of his new senses was tragically not fashion. But don't worry, it gets a redesign in issue 7 into the all-red getup we know and love. Matt converts his cane into a billy club and sets out to bring his father's killer to justice. Taking on the name Daredevil from the taunts of his youth. Daredevil uses his super senses to track down Slade and the Fixer, fighting them to a draw. One of them gets arrested, and the other gives himself a heart attack fleeing the scene. With Daddy avenged neatly and legally, you'd think Daredevil might call it a day. But don't worry, Daredevil would graduate to fighting supervillains in issue 2, taking on Electro. We identified 38 character and plot points for Daredevil's origins, and they come up in video and film a lot more than you might think. Spider-Man the Animated Series, Season 3, Episode 6, the underrated 2003 Ben Affleck film, Charlie Cox's Turn on Netflix, and if Born Again mentions the origins, we'll cover that too. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.